Crystia!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau just can't end the cringe when it comes to politics. They also can't end the hypocrisy that goes on in our current state of politics. So one of the things I want to cover today is at an Ottawa gala for equal voice, as it's labeled. Justin Trudeau coming out to essentially virtue signal and form his opinions on Donald Trump by stating what a travesty occurred in the last US election. We're going to get to that. But first, I want to focus on something far more pressing and a question for you, the viewer. When it comes to Jagmeet Singh making an unhinged, cringe, racist statement against white men, I'm going to show you guys this clip. Now, keep in mind, this happened several hours ago. About 24 hours ago at the time of filming this video. No articles covering this, by the way, except for the Western Standard. Western Standard, through a search, was the only one I could find that was covering an article on what happened. And I want to play for you what went on, and then we're going to get into that. We're also going to cover what Justin Trudeau said. But first, this very disturbing claim from Jagmeet Singh.
I am now doubly committed to equal voice. I'm doubly committed to equal voice because I'm a proud father of 2 daughters. And one of those... Thank you. And the second daughter that we were waiting for is here with me tonight. So if you hear some cries, I think she's just waiting for me to get back to her. So I got to say, I have seen, if I can be really blunt, I've seen a lot of older white men fail upwards again and again. And that is...
So I'm going to get to the rest of the claim. I just want to go through that again. If I could be blunt, he says, I've seen older white men fail upward again and again. Let's play that again.
I have seen, if I can be really blunt, I've seen a lot of older white men fail upwards again and again. And that is just going to continue unless we actually try to change things. So I fundamentally believe if you don't change things, you're going to have the same system. And the same system is going to benefit those that were already in power. So you have to fundamentally do things to change it. And that's what equal voice is about.
So I'm not going to bore you with the rest of his yammering on here. Essentially, what appalls me out of this statement is, what does the race of these people in government have anything to do with Jagmeet's claim of failing upwards? If Pierre Poilievre tomorrow went on a stage and said, to the degree that Canada is failing because insert racial group of people here by the color of their skin, and we have to do something about it or else our policies are never going to change, our country's never going to get better. It's all because of these specific people, insert their skin color here. The news media would be having a field day. People would be calling for Pierre's resignation. People would be crucifying him over the Conservative Party, saying that he is not fit to be Prime Minister. So here's my question to the audience. And it was the same question we asked on last night's stream, which, by the way, if you haven't joined us yet, you should be hitting that subscribe button, clicking your bell for notifications, because not only do I go live every Friday with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Fringe, but from time to time we do these random live streams. So you'll want to be notified when those things happen and join us in those. But the question is why is it okay for Jagmeet Singh to be racist, openly racist, and not get called out for these attacks on white people? Why is it only considered to be racist when white people are the ones making the claims? It seems like as long as you're attacking white people in today's day and age, it's permissible, it's allowed. I think what Jagmeet Singh here has said is disgusting. And if he wants to talk about failed people tripping uphill, he should be talking and policies that need to change. Maybe he should be talking about how he ducked out of a confidence vote this week to save face from being called out on his hypocrisy, holding Canada hostage for his pension. This man is a sellout. He is always going to be a sellout. Anything that comes out of his mouth at this point should just be riddled as word salad and garbage. Not that anybody took him serious to begin with. But it's disgusting that nobody is calling for Jagmeet Singh to apologize on behalf of white people, that nobody is asking for Jagmeet Singh to step down, to resign. Nobody's calling him out for being racist, except for, again, the Western Standard, which is the only outlet I can see that's covering this. Furthermore, at this opportunity for equal voices, Justin Trudeau having a meltdown after his worldwide sensationally terrible trip to Mar-a-Lago. Now, keep in mind, we've covered on here how Justin Trudeau was told he couldn't stay at Mar-a-Lago. He had to go stay in a cheap hotel, which, again, I found it very funny. I thought it was hilarious. But essentially, he spent the last couple of years bad-mouthing Donald Trump because he thought that it was never going to be possible for Trump to be president again. Now he's gone to Mar-a-Lago to kiss Donald Trump's posterior, to tell him that he wants to keep tariffs out, that he wants to have a good working relationship with the United States. But then he comes back and he sits at this Equal Voice Summit to talk about, well, I'll let his words speak for itself. Here we go.
Now, it shouldn't be that way. It wasn't supposed to be that way. We were supposed to be on a steady, if difficult sometimes, march towards progress. And yet, just a few weeks ago, the United States voted for a second time to not elect its first woman president. Everywhere, women's rights and women's progress is under attack, overtly and subtly. But I want you to know that I am, and always will be, a proud feminist. You will always have an ally in me and in my government.
This is disgusting and appalling. So not only does he go to kiss Donald Trump's butt, but he also comes home now to say, it's appalling that I can't have my country run the way I want to, and that I'm being put in my place because Americans didn't vote for a woman instead of Donald Trump. If anything, this is going to make our relations with the United States worse. It's only going to sour things between him and Donald Trump. And his statement of always being a feminist first, well, maybe you should have been a prime minister first. Maybe you should have looked after this country first, Mr. Trudeau, instead of always worrying about how people feel or about how people identify against woke policies. Maybe you should start thinking about, hey, people can't put food on their table. People can't pay their bills right now. People can't find jobs. People can't pay rent. Maybe I should be doing things about those, things that matter, instead of always worrying about woman. I think it's appalling. I think both of these so-called leaders, again, should be ejected from the House. Justin Trudeau speaks for itself. But when it comes to Jagmeet Singh, question of the day, folks, and I want you to fill out down below while also leaving a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Do you believe that Jagmeet Singh was racist in that statement? And do you believe that Jagmeet Singh owes an apology to all Canadians, to all white Canadians, for smearing them and thinking that it's okay in public to speak this way about another race? Let me know your comments down below. I personally will be forwarding this video off to Jagmeet Singh's office, asking for any kind of statement on an apology that's coming forward to people. I suggest anybody watching this on social media tag Jagmeet Singh in this video, do the same, share it out, make sure it gets out there so that we can at least thoroughly embarrass him at the very least. If this video was great and if you enjoyed it, if it's your first time here, I hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure as you're hitting that button, you ring the bell again for notifications. Join me live again. Big reminder, Friday nights here for Friday Night Fringe, our live streaming show where we go over everything that happened this week in politics, everything coming up in the week ahead, as well as some back and forth within our community, joined by my beautiful wife, Mrs. Fringe. It all starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central here on the channel, and we look forward to chatting with you guys each and every Friday and hearing what you have to say inside those live streams. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.